Hey, everyone. You barked. You barked. Wow. Hi, everyone. It's Rita and two of my dogs. We got Benji and Teddy Bear. We brought Lola Bell over to see Mom for a little stayover. See how it goes. I have to admit that I'm the only one that misses her. my son was like, it's a good thing, and the dogs for sure, the boys for sure were like, it's a relief. They're happy. They're like dancing around. They were play fighting this morning and just so excited to see her gone. But I think it will be very good for her there. My mother is very doting, and she'll walk with her, and she's not a puller. She's actually a really good dog. And so I don't think that she'll have any trouble with her. But I kind of miss her because I liked having her around. She was very clingy, and I enjoyed her company a lot. So, but anyway, good morning to everyone. It's starting a new week. Yay, we're starting a new week. And we are almost done with September. Starting on Friday is the first day of October. So this week, as I told you on Saturday, this week is going to be all about Halloween cards. We'll do other Halloween things such as decorations and like treat holders. I have a lot of treat holders and some banners and just decorations, window cling, if I can find my window cling. So we're going to do more Halloween. But this week I figured if we did cards, because a lot of people like to get their cards out, then we can have them all, prepared for before Halloween. And we'll do a bunch of stuff after that, okay? So we'll also be doing Thanksgiving cards, but that probably won't be until like in another week. There was a massive update. I don't know if you guys saw that. There was a huge update in Design Space, and all of my files, these are all my files, and all my files got all like jumbled up, and the ones that I had been planning on doing are like way down here. So I'm gonna have to do a little saving. Do you know if you make a file and it's like down below, you can actually go in and just move one piece, and you'll see, here's something you maybe don't know. Okay, see up here? This is how I named this file, 3D SVG Jolly Jointed Pumpkin. Okay, that's from 3D SVG is Dreaming Tree, right? And this is the pumpkin. Oh, no, sorry, Jolly. I named this wrong, actually. All right, so I'm moving some things around. I'm not actually cutting or changing. But then once I do that, there's a little star that happens right at the end of the name, like an asterisk, right? That means that your file needs to be saved again. That's what that means. So you won't close or go someplace else without saving it, and that's like for your protection. So it will, if we tried to go to another file, it would say, are you sure, do you want to save? So that's what I'm going to do. Then I have my save, and I can do save as if I want to change the name. So if I do save as, it says Jolly Jointed Pumpkin, but I want to put skeleton. Yeah, I guess so. I think it's spelled right. Skeleton. Okay. Now, what that does is when we go to our projects And remember, we have all of these categories here where we can put our projects. And I have done that. I have, like, I don't know how many categories. So whenever I save something new, I actually put things into several categories so that if I want to go to the category, I can go there. Or like, for instance, with if I had a card that was Halloween by Dreaming Tree, I would have 3 categories: card, Halloween, Dreaming Tree. And that way I can find that card using all 3 of those categories. And that's something new for me, because I always just kind of, I'll just put this in one category. But by having more tags makes it easier for you to find the file like a year later when you're looking for it. So look what happened here. So this is my jolly jointed skeleton, and this is my jolly jointed pumpkin. They're actually the exact same files, but they're 2 separate. So in order to keep things cleaned up, I'm going to actually click on this triple dot, and I'm going to delete this one. I don't need it. It's a duplicate. And just make things a lot easier to find and get around. Sorry. So just so you know, you'll start to, maybe you open this up and you don't have a whole ton of files, but eventually you will. So it's good to get into the practice of choosing the right categories. And categories, by the way, is one of the brand new features that Cricut has added to Design Space. I think there are way more coming, so be patient if there's something you don't like that you want changed. I try to be patient and everything. So, okay, so we're doing Halloween cards. Before we do that, I want to make a quick announcement about September prizes. We had our winner for the Bundle of Joy, Deborah McKay. She has a middle name, she has a middle name, but I don't remember it right now. Broderick McKay? I think it's Broderick. And we also had our winners from just the little winners, the $50 winners. So if you haven't already, I think I heard from everybody, but I just want to mention that, if you are wanting to win, just keep your eyes open, ears peeled for opportunities. We do giveaways all month long, every month of the year, and they are provided to us by Cricut. So we thank them for that, and all prizes do get mailed out from Cricut. This time around might be a little late because the person that processes the orders is out for a funeral, so it might not be until like the second week in October that you get your prize, but I will make sure that it gets put in. Thank you so much for sending me the emails. Next month, instead of a joy, we are going to be giving away a mug press, and because the mugs are not in stock, I am going to pad. The mug press is like a $200 retail. We go off of retail, and usually the monthly price is $250. So what I'll do is I'll have her add in a bunch of infusible ink to that, so that you can get whoever wins will be able to hopefully get their mugs. Boy, I got a little cough today. Someplace else, or maybe they'll be in stock by then. I don't know. So that's going to be the giveaway. And then in addition, we'll have our 5 prizes, our 5 other prizes. So there we go. Yeah, it's going to be a great giveaway. And we'll see what happens in the other months, November and December. I'm thinking I might want to give away some big machines, some of the new machines, so because of, the holiday and everything. So let's keep an eye open to that. Also, we are going to be doing another Cricut Cutie giveaway. I have this raspberry one that I have kicking around that wants to go to a new home. Last month or this month, earlier in the month, Regina it won the lilac Cricut Cutie, and I'm going to be sending that and some other goodies to Regina very soon. So that is all of my announcements. Oh, except that if you are local and you're listening tonight in person, we have a we have a meet and greet with me. I can't bring my dogs though, at least not yet. So we have a meet and greet in downtown Peabody at a place called Create and Escape. The two people that run that place, Wendy and Pascal, are going to be welcoming me in there. We're going to put together the scarecrow like we did before in person. And I'm also going to be bringing a few of our creations to give away, and then there'll be little treats and what have you there as well. So I hope if you are local that you stop by and say hi, because you could win something. Oh my God, yes. Somebody just said, have you seen Melody Lane's? She made these costumes for her cuties. So if you are interested in doing costumes, this is the most that I get towards a costume, put a little star on my cutie. But she made costumes like superhero costumes. I think she had like Wonder Woman, Spider-Man. I don't know all of the other ones, but they were just adorable. So definitely check her out. Melody Lane is another product expert. The other product expert that's really big is Jennifer Maker, and she does a lot of projects and Wear Friends, and she's also a product expert. But there are other product experts out there. So if you can't get enough of Cricut, you can follow those folks too. And there's nothing wrong with following more than one person. It's kind of fun, actually. So there you go. Okay. She's having a contest. Okay, good. I think Melody has lots of contests. She gives away a lot of stuff. She's very, very generous, too. We're all generous, I guess. So let's talk about, hi, Lori, first time watcher. Welcome. So welcome to all my friends, new or otherwise. Deborah, Bren, thank you, Bren, Kathy, Sandra, all of my friends. I don't know if I saw Susan. Is Shirley here this morning? Hi, Teresa. Ypsilanti. I love that name. Hi, Diane. Hi, Diana. A costume party contest. Is that what she's doing for crickets? For the Cricut? Hi, Linda. Hi, Emmy. Hi, Renee. Well, so let's get down to it, shall we? We're going to be making a really easy card. You do not need to make any changes to this card. I figured let's start the week off with something easy, and that is this card. It's a Halloween Frankenstein. It's by Rob and Bob, and look, it opens up. And it says, keep your candy handy. And then, I've made this card before. But I guess I didn't think, keep your candy handy. Like Frankenstein, he was like in different pieces. And so maybe it's sort of a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing because the hand of Frankenstein. I don't know. But it's really cute. I used a silver pen for this. I made no changes on this card, and I just added very few embellishments. It's an easy card. Anybody can do this card. Now, if you have a Joy, you may need to resize it and cut it out like as 2 pieces, but that's okay. You can do that. That can happen. So, And I can just mention that. But aside from that, this is one of those cards, this 5x7 card that you can make if you just sit down, maybe with a little or a grand, and you want to just make a cutesy card together. This can be easily achieved, okay? And so this card I made, as I said, made no changes to it. It is a Cricut Access card. So that means if you were a subscriber to Cricut Access, I don't know why it's not showing a picture, but if you're a subscriber to Cricut Access, you can make this card for free. And here are all the little pieces and everything. We'll put this together. The only thing that I could think might be a little bit of an issue here is with the pen. This keep your candy handy. If you've never worked with a pen before, this is a good opportunity to learn how to do that. Let me show you where I found this card, because it's actually a place where you want to know about. There's a ton of cards in this image set. So let's start new, as if you are starting from scratch, okay? And you're sitting down at your desktop or whatever, your laptop, and you say, I want to make that card that Rita made this morning. So you're going to go over here to images, all right? And then you're going to choose all images. This will bring you to sort of, it's like a search engine, and you notice that there are all these different columns. So there's occasions, themes, trending, people and places, shapes, okay? So occasions are like holidays, events, that sort of thing. But we're going to look at the first column, which is image sets. We're going to choose image sets, but I want to stop here, pause here, because there's also some really cool things here under this category, highlighted categories, and that includes things that were recently added. So if you're looking for some new images, you're bored with the over 200,000 images that are in Design Space for you to use if you're just bored and you want to look at what is new, recently added, click on this and it will show you all the recently added images, and they're in no particular order, okay? Is that a guinea pig? It's a guinea pig! Oh my God! Don't you wish you could favorite images? Man, I would just so love that. Here's another guinea pig. Oh, okay. Somebody up there likes me. Okay, so that's recently added. There's also free. So if you do not have Cricut Design Space and you're looking for free images, this is where you would come. And they do add, but don't generally take away from these free images. So you'll see that there's a lot of insert cards here. So if you're interested in making like insert cards from if you have Joy, obviously, or you can make insert cards as well on your regular machine. But so we're going to go to image sets, all right? And you'll see here there are over 5,000 image sets. So what's an image set? Remember back in the day, if you remember, Cricut used to have something called cartridges, and sometimes you'll see them online, people trying to sell their cartridges or whatever. These are people who have the older machines, and I was one of them. I had a ton of cartridges, and when Cricut started going all online, they made it so that you could link your cartridges to your Design Space, and then they kind of did away with them. So if you have an old cartridge and it's not linked, and you want to link it, my best advice would be to call the Cricut call center and ask them how to link it, and they can go in and link it on your system, okay? Because most of the new machines do not have a place to enter the cartridge so you can link it, okay? So these are image sets. And they did start off as cartridges. You can tell the old cartridges because they're the ones that have a huge amount of images. So these ones here are all new Day of the Dead dogs. How cute is that? Oh, look at, there's a Dia de los Muertos monarch butterfly image set. Oh, we got to check that out. Got to check that out. Anyway, so all of the images, whether they're old or new, as long as they are not licensed images. Licensed images are Disney, Warner Brothers, Hello Kitty, those things. You have to purchase those even if you are an Access member. But these are all here, and you can scroll and scroll to your heart's content. But I'm going to show you a quickie way to get there. You're going to type in the word Rob. The man's name, Rob. When you do that, it brings up all of the cartridges or image sets that have the word Rob in the title. So image sets only search by title, okay? So if you're looking, say, for this dinosaur, you're not going to find it by typing in image sets, okay? You have to type in the title. So we're going to go here. This is called The Best of Rob and Bob, but I also want to point out that they do also have a Halloween place, and it has a couple cards that we'll probably do all at once. This one, and we did the cat, there's an owl, and there's a couple others. So we can do that. But we're going to go to The Best of Rob and Bob. It's the biggest one there. And so it takes a little while to search around. But you will notice that right at the top, there is the Frankenstein card. And we just have to click on that and add it to our canvas right down here. So click on that, add to canvas. Once you do that, it brings you back to your canvas. Hi, Laurie Jo. It does come in small. Okay, so I lied. There is something you have to do here. I lied. You have to resize it. Easy peasy. What you're going to do is you are going to ungroup it, and then you're going to move these pieces over like this. If you want to be sure that they're all together, you can group them and then do an align center. It will change the look of it, of course, but don't worry, it's not grouped or anything like that. This is just for resizing purposes. And as you know, I like to make 5 by 7 inch cards. There are other size cards that you can do. There's A2, which is also a nice size, but I like this card as a 5 by 7. But because it is a folded card, you see, it's folded. We need to actually make it to incorporate the fold. So we need to make this actually 10 inches wide, but we need to keep the height the same. So we're going to come up here, right here, where it says size, and there's width and height, and you'll notice a teeny tiny lock up here. So that lock means that your image is going to change proportionately. So if you change the width, the height will change proportionately. If you don't want to change the image proportionately, you just want to change one side of it, you can unlock it and do that. I don't recommend doing that at first. Now, I'll tell you why. So here, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to make this 10 inches. And I hit return on my computer, or carriage return, return. And you'll see that my card comes up to 10, and then the height is 7.008, which is perfect. It's a perfect size. And I have changed all of these pieces. So if, for instance, you didn't change all these pieces, you could run the risk of having, I don't know, if you didn't change the head piece with the card, you could have a tiny head and a big card, and it would look kind of dumb. So you need to do this as a group, and and make sure, even if you're not going to group it together, make sure it's all grouped together before you change the size. And if you ever just kind of want to see, oh, did I properly size this? Then we're going to put a square around it, and we'll just hit align, center, and there it brings it all back, and we can see there's our width, 10, there's our height, 7.008. Now, if you're a perfectionist and you don't like the 0.008, which frankly, it's kind of me a little bit, you can unlock this and just take off that 0. I mean, that's being a super perfectionist, but it's not really necessary. So that is how you resize the image. If you wanted to do, say, an A2 size card, you would change the width to be, let's see, 8.5 inches, and then the height would be 5.5. So we could do this 8.5, and the height comes at 5.95. And so you would just unlock this and change it to 5.5, and then it would be an A2 size card. Okay. So we don't need to cut any of this, but I will point out that on this piece, you need to use a pen. When you first bring this into Design Space, you will notice, right over here, this pen has a little triangle with an exclamation point in it, like kind of indicating, stop, pay attention to me, danger, danger, Will Robinson. And what that means is sometimes images come in and they are not compatible. Maybe they were created before certain updates were done. And when you get that, you will either be reminded when you go to make it, or you could see it on your layers, but this is what you'll get. If we don't change it, we get this little thing. It says project incompatible, which is always scary. You get that. And it just says, okay, something on your project is not supported by the current machine selection. If you have a Joy, sometimes this will come up it comes up quite frequently. But if you see this and you're working on a Maker Explore Air 2, all you need to do is go over to this layer, right where that little exclamation point thing is. Now, once you select that layer, you're going to come back up here to operation. Now, you see it says pen, but then right next to it, and I know it's small, but it's a question mark. That's an indication that something's wrong, and all I need to do is go up here, touch on the question mark, and choose a different pen. That's it. That's all you have to do. And now look over here. It's resolved. Easy peasy. All right, easy peasy. So that's all there is to it. Now when we go and hit make it, we don't get the message anymore, and it starts to sort everything out into layers. There are a lot of colors in this. So if you have scraps, you can do several of these colors with your scraps and put them all on the same mat. We've done that before. Or sometimes I like to make more than one. So I can make, this time around, I think I made 3. And aside from the black, where you need, you might need 12 by 12. No, you don't. You can make this with an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper. All of these could be accommodated in 8.5 by 11. You do have to move some things around, like this one here. You'd have to move over to that sort of thing. If you have 8.5 by 11 inch paper only, if you guys went and took advantage of the sale over at Michael's, you could do that. So there you go. All right, let's put this thing together. I don't want to get bogged down in too many details, but let's put this this adorable card together. And definitely check out Rob and Bob. There are so many, the best of Rob and Bob. There's so many things. There's Valentine's, Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, trying to think what else. Easter, I don't know if they had Easter there. New Year's, stuff like that. Okay? So that's what this card is. You see here, I put a little bit of glitter glue on the candy, but that's it. I cut everything out in solid color. Michael's solid color cardstock, 8.5 by 11. So let's put this together. Actually, I have 2 that I can put together here. So what you want to do is once you cut everything out, you're going to sort out all the pieces. So this is part of it. And this is an extra that I cut out. Here's the pieces for the head. And this is a little lapel. And there's the candy. And of course we need his hand, because we're keeping that candy handy, right? And I think that's all, because the rest is just for the other card. So here is the main piece of the card. There is a score line here, just like that. So you want to score it there. And then you're going to work on the inside of the card first. I kind of like doing that. And the inside is actually the part where you did your writing. And so this is a 1.0 silver pen from Cricut. This is actually called Bling cardstock. It's from Basil. You do have to cut it on heavy cardstock. It's pretty thick, but I like it because it has a shine to it. And so when you put this on there, you can see behind it all of the stars, and they're kind of shimmery. So all we're going to do then is get out our glue. Yay, our glue. And we are going to attach these to the back of the card. Eileen Ramspacher, who's, I think she only catches us on YouTube, told me about another glue called alligator glue. I think it was called alligator glue, so I might have to check that out. But this is called Barely Art Precision Craft Glue, and it's available through Amazon, although right now they're kind of low on inventory. So if you buy it, you can't buy it the way I generally buy it, which is in a big pack where you have refills. And it comes with this, and it's a full refill. See, I'm almost done with that. That'll last you a year or more if you get to buy it that way. I think that's the best deal. Okay, so we glued that on, and we're just going to glue it this way. Get it nice up in there. Actually have a little bit of the yellow peeking out here, peeking down there. Hold on, here we go. If you have a brayer, you could push it down with the brayer. Or if you don't have it, just use your hands. Okay, so now we can start working on the front of the card, and that's where we're going to put our little Frankenstein. So the Frankenstein's put together with the head part is put together with layers. So you'll see we got a white, and then a darker green, and then that classic Frankenstein light green. Did I put it on wrong? This is how you can tell if you put it on wrong or not. Now, I tell you what, I think I have my white wrong way. So how do I know that? Because it's backwards. See there? So I just need to turn that around. So when you see this together, you should see your whole pieces. Why is this not looking right? This is not looking right. What happened here? Let me get the other piece. I don't know what happened. Did I turn it? Did I turn both pieces over? Yeah, maybe I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. All right. Okay, Rita, get a grip. No. Yes. You see, that's the way it's supposed to go. So you should, when you have this, you should have to see when you're doing like a layered stack like this, that you see all of the colors. And if you don't have it correct, and that's why I do it before I even start with the glue, because I want to make sure I have all the 4 colors. And then this is going to get glued together, and then you're going to actually put it right here at the bottom. It's not going to go at the top. And what it does is, since it's going on the black background, there is his head, his hair. Okay. So, and then you see how the black fills in the mouth and eyebrows, and then you see the little bolts on the side. So now we can go ahead and glue these together, because they're all in the right order. I'm not going to put anything on his ears, any glue on his ears. Try to stay away from the ears and match it up. Okay. And look here, I cut this, and it had, this is one of my, I got, when AC Moore went out of business, I went and, in my local area, I went and I bought all their card stock that they had left over, and they had quite a bit. And so I have been, for the past 2 years, going through all the card stock. It was like the individual sheets. And so, yeah, so once in a while you'll see a label on there. That's all that is. Oh, by the way, I think I saw that Joann's is having an open stock sale starting this week. So if you can get there and you want, say, just, you know, like an individual sheet of paper, such as like a solid or patterned, they will sell you that for 40% off this week. And what else? I think that Michael's is still doing their buy one, get 2 free for their hot buys this week. But be careful at Michael's, because they have some that don't apply to that buy one, get 2 thing. You have to see that hot buy sticker on the front. Okay. So then after we get the head done, isn't it cute? We're going to take these 2 pieces, and this is an opportunity if you wanted to bling it out, or use some, like if you had some lighter black, probably not gray. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen gray glitter paper, but, well, this is a first for everything. And so you could bling this out with whatever. If you want to do that, you can, or you can leave it very plain. I just love the color blocking that's done here on these cards. That's kind of a signature Rob and Bob thing. Okay. So there we go. Put it together, and then we're just going to glue it. You don't need a lot of glue, just a little tiny bit. And then we're going to place it right here. Whoops. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to do the hand, and then we are done, folks. That's it. So the hand, I also cut this out in that blingy color, and I forgot this piece. This was the only piece I had trouble with, and I think it's because of the paper. This is Recollections Pumpkin, so just so that you know that it might not cut as well. It's not your machine, it's not you, it's probably the paper, because paper does vary. It's not just like they take the same paper and glue it. Here I am gluing, and just color it. They actually will create the paper. It's different. Sometimes it's different pulpiness. Like, for instance, sometimes their greens can get a little pulpy. And I did notice the pumpkin color does tend to be thinner, okay? And I'm sure there are others. So here we're putting together this background. I put on this candy thing, and then here is the pumpkin head. So we're just going to glue that together. Just like this. And we don't put it on the handle just yet. Okay? And then the hand has, of course, the sleeve of his right here. So we're going to put this sleeve, this little square, onto the hand. And then we are going to put glue, but not on the fingers, because we're going to try to take our little pumpkin and sort of lace it, because he's like holding it, right? So we're going to want to put the glue up to about here, right? Not on the fingers. And then we'll go back and put a little tiny bit of glue on there. I hope you're not thinking to yourself, boy, she can really talk about nothing. Because sometimes I feel like I'm talking about nothing. I don't know. It's important to me, so I don't know. All right, so this is how he's going to be holding it. You can have him go like sideways or whatever, and then we're going to glue this. Don't do the, well, can you do the handle? Yeah. Okay, do the handle. And put it underneath his fingers like that. And now we're just going to go up and glue his fingers, because we don't want the fingers to come off when it goes in the envelope. Speaking of envelopes, these images generally, for the Rob and Bob, generally don't contain the envelope. This one didn't, but since it's a 5x7, I'm just going to put it in a regular 5x7 inch envelope. So if you are looking to get envelopes, you can buy them online or in large packages. I bought like 250 5x7 inch envelopes. They're a little bit larger than 5x7, but that's kind of the standard. And I think I paid $20. I got them at createforless.com. You have to kind of look for them. So that's it. That's your card. And wouldn't it, like, if you have grands or I don't know, little ones. I mean, it's just kind of cute. If you wanted to do the, let's see, where did I put it? If I can find it. Oh, here it is. This is just glitter glue in pink. And so if you wanted to, you could take your glitter glue if you have it, and you can just sort of spray it on, or squeeze it on. But don't... you might have to, first of all, don't touch it after you put it on there, because it takes a little bit for that glue to dry. And then you might want to come back and touch it up, because when it dries, it might not be enough glitter for you. How is that possible, right? But so let it dry so that you don't go smearing it all over the place. And even people who don't like glitter probably would like glitter glue, because the glitter remains inside of the glue, and then it just sort of stays there. So that's what I did. Just like that. And that's it for today, folks. Wow. I'm glad I was just talking a lot, because I can make anything 45 minutes. And I just love this card. Keep your candy handy. Happy Halloween. Don't forget to put on the back your initials and maybe the date. And someday, like a couple years from now, you might happen across it, and you'll see, you'll find it and say, hey, look, I made this. I love doing that. So I always will put the date on the back, and whether you do it with a sticker, we've made stickers before, or you just put, you know, just the date 2021 and then your initials like that, and then somebody will get that, and maybe you'll see it down the line and say, remember you made this? It's so cool. I love handmade things. Just so much love goes into them. So great. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow? We're taking very simple cards and we're turning them into a little more detail that are also Halloween. I'm showing you all the fun things that are available, and there are quite a few. Let me just go here, and there's quite a few. I think I counted like 7 or 8 cards that are very simple that could be done on the Joy, and so we'll do that, and I can show you how to make them less than simple. So see, they're simple holiday cards. That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. All right, everyone. We'll see you later. And I am going to look for the guinea pig images. Oh, I love that. We were actually taking care of the guinea pigs yesterday and cutting their little toenails. I know a lot of people think they're rats, but honestly, they're just the cutest little things. They're so fluffy. And they don't harm anybody, you know. They're just so sweet. So I don't know. That's my deal. I like them a lot. So anyway, thanks everybody. Have a great day. Get some crafting in. Thank you, Bren. Thank you for wishing me luck. If you're local, don't forget to pop in. Create and Escape is on Main Street in Peabody. It's near the Mexican restaurant, the Next Mex Thing. It's also near to Breaking Grounds, which is the Arc coffee shop. I went there the other day and got a wonderful iced coffee. Yummy. All right, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Hi, Nwani. Okay, see ya. Bye.